WNES. Go check it out. You on there.
This offense hasn't been producing to their standards, and that produces a fourth down. Incomplete, going for Hunter Henry there. And
you on there getting dogged. Nice Wish is on the Delonte Jones Live. Got him on YouTube.
He's going to keep this. He's got the edge, and he's got the Falcons touchdown. A 7-yard run.
Come on, Texas. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
That's got to feel good for Desmond Ridder. He has been under the microscope in Atlanta with the Falcons' offensive struggles. But he's never lost a home game, Desmond Ridder, in the pros or in college. We'll tell you more about that after we show you 3rd and 1 and a completion. Chiggy Okonkwo, the tight end for the Tennessee Titans, has himself a first down. We'll listen in on this drive.
For the Titans, yep, excellent job one more time. And Ryan Tannehill is throwing the ball and getting it out of his hands faster than he ever has in his career. So this is straight drop back pass, zone coverage, and he throws it perfectly on time. If he just hesitates for one more count, that is going to be a pass breakup.
Well, that was a tight window for Tannehill, and he delivered a strike. First thing today was we approached the 6-minute mark. Henry to cut back. Terrific open field tackle by Stewart and Gittin.
Let's go to Ford Field, the Detroit Lions, over midfield in Panther territory.
David Montgomery, the batter.
David Montgomery, 42 yards on the touchdown burst. Montgomery has scored in every game he's been in the Lions uniform. That's game number 4 today. He missed one in the first month of the season due to injury. And Monty has the Lions up 1 touchdown on 1 possession for Detroit. They go 3 plays, 81 yards, and the crowd is into it at Ford Field. Montgomery's 6th rushing touchdown of this young season.
Touchdown of this season already. Patterson nails it.
This time Spears is lined up as a wide receiver outside to the left.
DeAndre Hopkins lines up in the backfield alongside Tannehill. Here they come, 3rd and 6. Tannehill delivers, and it's caught. Hopkins in another tight window. First down as they work against the middle of that defense.
They've got the Titans on the left side of the double box. Bring in the Baltimore Ravens on the right side, although that game will come to a stop for the moment with an injured Steeler down. The Ravens are just outside the red zone. We'll watch it for you while their injured player gets attended to. But red zone here for Tennessee.
He's going to be able to clear the linebacker. That is well executed, and hasn't been a lot of play action in this game. It's been more from the drop back for Tannehill.
Little pitch play here, and he's going to throw it his Henry to the end zone. Did he make it inbounds?
Sure did.
Hopkins out, incomplete. My goodness, just barely ran out of real estate. Henry looking for what would have been his 2nd touchdown toss in as many weeks.
One more look at that near 2nd touchdown in 2 weeks passing for Derrick Henry, but his arm is too strong, clearly. He's a big man. And DeAndre Hopkins, even with his spectacular footwork, could not get 2 feet down. But Tennessee pulling out the trickeration 2 straight weeks. All right, Baltimore is back. We'll go back and forth. Ravens, Titans.
2nd and 10. Tannehill on pitch. Fires and completes. That's still a massive human being.
McCary is their 6th man on the offensive line. Has played all 5 positions. Has starts at all 5 in the NFL.
Jackson, sidearm. Gets the hit. Rejected at the line of scrimmage. And it was T.J. Watt for Pittsburgh.
Number 90 in black. Look to the bottom of your screen. Working on McCary. And you can,
So that rush is not able to have an impact on his throwing.
And it's Hopkins lining up in the backfield on 3rd and 6. Tannehill over the middle, incomplete.
Terrific with the get inside the 20 this season. Aguilar in motion man. Now Justice Hill is entering a different dimension. Hill breaks to the clear for the touchdown. Ravens on the board first. And they're doing it on the ground and through the air. Good block from Aguilar. And that's just 3 wins.
They walk down to their right. And Justice Hill, with his vision, able to see the hole coming back left and jumped underneath Alex Highsmith, the outside linebacker, into open territory.
Right there. And even then, I didn't really feel like he extended his arms. I just thought that was a linebacker and a tight end both going at it in the red zone. But either way, incomplete pass.
Well, I tell you what, there are streaks, and then what Nick Folk has done on the kicks inside of 40, making 66 straight. So Tennessee with an impressive game-opening drive. They stole out.
Long drive by Tennessee yields 3 points in that divisional matchup. Dameon Pierce of the Texans finds some room and plows through a couple of Falcons defenders at the end of it. That one goes for about 15 yards or so, and Houston has a first down. This was 3rd and 9 for Derek Carr and the Saints. Clean pocket. Carr looking for Jimmy Graham. Graham either ran a little too far on the route or Carr was a little bit too back shoulder on that one. It goes to the dirt, incomplete. That's a frustrating play for the Saints, and it yielded a punt back to the Pats. Let's go full to Ford Field. These fans have been waiting for a special NFL team for years, and it looks like they could have one here in 2023.
Is on. Young gets rid of it. Catch made for the first down. It's the veteran Adam Thielen. Herbie Joseph back after missing the last 2 games on coverage.
Really nice job by Chuba Hubbard. He's got a cross formation, not real easy.
Cool play by the rookie quarterback to the veteran wide receiver for a first down in Carolina. Rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud trying to dump off as he felt the heat. Devin Singletary could not scoop it up, so that one goes incomplete, and Houston will likely punt.
That's Hubbard carries across the 30.
Yeah, it is not going to be like last year this week. I mean, at this point last season on the 24th, Carolina had probably 330-plus yard runs, and this defense, they can talk about it all they want. They remember what happened to them on December 24th last season, and they are flying around filling gaps right now.
Over 320 rushers on the open with this big run after big run. All the same players are here. This Lions defense #1 against the run. Young. And he's to the 20-yard line. And it's over the takeaway.
I tell you what, this guy is athletic, a defensive lineman, and I have seen it sometime with his ball skills. I mean, it's so impressive to watch what he does. Watch this move. He's going to work against Ian Thomas. Watch this interception. He's not even in front, one-hand stab, pulls it back to the body.
What a difference maker he has been. So it's taken as the #2 overall pick out of Michigan. Just across the 20. Derek Brown made the stop. Looked like Hutchinson was limping when he got over the sideline.
Yep.
But he smiled.
We'll get you right back to Detroit after we show you Mac Jones on a key 3rd and 6.
All right, 3rd and 6. And ready for the 30-yard line. Jones up hit by Granderson, intercepted on the ricochet. That's Maxwell for 6. It's a big 6. 26-yard return. But inside, Carl Granderson made it a messy pocket. Left the quarterback, and the ricochet goes right to the veteran, Tyrann Mathieu.
Oh boy, Mac Jones is 0 for 4 with a pick 6. And Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, first touchdown for him, I believe, in a few years, I think it's been for him. But Mathieu gets the scoring underway. Saints 7, Patriots nothing. Lions got a 1st and goal. Here it is.
Boom, Belichick, get your fucking team together.
Catch made. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's why this
Look in the double box here. Look who's coming, knocking on the door against the Dolphins. Daniel Jones and the Giants.
Jones under pressure. He was had TikToks on Monday night. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins along with Emmanuel Ogbah.
traditional quarterback from the pocket.
Got 3 out of 3 so far. Back to Montgomery. He'll get inside the 5, bringing up 3rd and goal. Under 5.5 to play in this opening quarter. Second possession, Lions trying to get some more.
Welcome back to the NFL. Jonathan Taylor in the backfield and gets his first touch of 2023. It's a modest carry here. Jonathan Taylor on the PUP list to begin the season. Some would have maybe nicknamed it the FUP list, financially unable to perform. But he just got a contract extension yesterday, 3 years, $42 million. It's all good in Indy.
Things you have to do is contain Brian Burns. And that's Josh Reynolds, a wide receiver, coming down, pushing him, washing him past the pocket. That also makes it difficult for Sam Franklin to get in coverage phase with Sam LaPorta.
Reporting in this match, he's already been setting reception yardage, tight end records as a rookie. Holds that in for Goff. That's 7th touchdown pass this season. Again, those home numbers getting a lot better for Goff for this offense.
Detroit Lions on a 2-game win streak. Both of those wins were by 2 touchdowns. They're up by 2 touchdowns in the first quarter today.
Uh-oh.
Here's a breakaway. Moss up to the races. Moss to the house. 56 yards sprint by Moss.
Nightwish, you're back. You didn't make it last time. What happened?
But here it is, this block. And now Shire cannot get over the top. Just excellent job by Moss, hitting the open gap, and there's no yards after contact here. This is just run straight through the wide open hole and take it to the house. Very nicely done up front by the Colts offensive line.
It was Will Fries, their right. So the two-headed backfield there getting it done in Indy, 7-3 Indianapolis Colts. Desmond Ridder throwing for a 19-yard completion to Mac Hollins on this one. Hollins with the considerable mane coming out of the back of the helmet there, getting it done for a chunk play. Atlanta back in Pittsburgh, 3rd and 6, and Kenny Pickett stands and delivers and skips it in front of his intended receiver. Pickett is 1 of 3 for 6 yards. Pittsburgh, 2 possessions, 2 punts, and the natives restless with that Steelers offense in Pittsburgh. That's been a theme in 2023 for them. Long 55-yard attempt for the Giants. It goes wide left. Started off inside the uprights, and then it just hooked wide left. No good by Graham Gano. 7-0 Miami. Dolphins take over the football at the spot. They're up a live 2nd and 5 in Pittsburgh.
Andrews, likely. And what else I marvel at is how he has embraced those weapons and says, guess what? I'll just get in the pocket, wait for them to get open and give them the football. He doesn't have to do all the stuff we've associated with him. Getting outside the pocket, extending plays here in the early going.
Throw it to Justice Hill, who won the touchdown. Hill on the move for a first down. Beautiful juke by Hill, who turns it into a 6-yard gain.
One of the differences we're seeing in the early going, Baltimore offense, when someone catches the football, the play's not done right there. There's yardage after the catch. There's the extra yardage, the hidden yardage we don't talk about. That's what Pittsburgh's seeking out offense themselves. Not just station to station, catch the ball, that's the end of the play. Can you get more after the ball is completed?
New set of downs. Jackson, very clean pocket. Jackson, that's still an option. Jackson comes up short of a first down, but again,
Very few players in NFL history glide like Lamar Jackson. He picks up an effective play there to make it manageable on the downs. Pass deep here and a pass not pass interference. That would be unnecessary roughness against Marshawn Lattimore at the end of the Douglas catch. So tack 15 yards on top of it. The completion is good as well. Patriots need a jump start. Patriots get it there. They are into Saints territory. You see Lattimore with the right forearm, right elbow hit the defenseless receiver in the helmet area, and that draws the flag. We'll get you back to the Saints in a moment and the Patriots as well, but here's a live third down for Tua.
Achane in the backfield, third down and 3. Talking about Lowe throws, it's complete for a first down to Tyreek Hill to the Giants' 43-yard line. So here's what Wake said earlier this week. My wife called me, are you getting any sleep? I'm sleeping like a baby. Every 2 hours, wake up, cry, go to the bathroom, try to go back and get some more sleep.
When he walked in and he told us that, it's supposed to be a serious interview, and he just killed us with that one. It was hilarious. And he was dead serious, too, right? He was like, look, this offense is for real. First and second down, it's got to be the toughest I've had to game plan against.
From the 43, here to state champ. Oh, ball, and the Giants recovered. Giants came into this game without a takeaway over their first 4 games. There's the strip by McKinney. And the recovery.
That is the first forced turnover by the Giants defense this season. They were the last team in the NFL to force a turnover, but you just saw it a second ago. And this just happened a moment ago in Pittsburgh. LeVar to Mark Andrews, 16 yards, and this is live in field goal range.
Jackson gets out of it. Jackson turns the corner. Nice, out of bounds. Upset it himself. Cole Holcomb ranges over to make the play for Pittsburgh, but even on plays where the Ravens don't seem to have much working, they still turn it into something. That's a 6-yard gain.
Look at that spin move by Heisman.
Double box in. The coach's challenge here. This is interesting. Yeah, we look on the field stance is what we're getting. That's Alex Kemp, the referee. Dennis Allen, for some reason, as the Ravens plow forward for a first down. So first down, red zone, Baltimore on the left. On the right, Dennis Allen challenged that it was not a catch on the play, which even if he won the coach's challenge, the defenseless receiver penalty was going to give the Patriots 15 yards and a first down. So kind of a curious coach's challenge there. Either way, it is plus territory for New England.
Riley Reef is in a left guard in this series. He began the game. First and 10. Belly Pile drives his way down to the 34. And picks up about 3 on the play.
And the Texans are just outside the red zone. Nico Collins and C.J. Stroud moving the ball.
I would like to see
team with receptions and touchdowns as well. Now here they try to get it to Tank down in a run game. But the wide receiver, that is snuffed out quickly by Deep Alford, a loss of all season long. So need to finish off drives. This is a good opportunity for him right here.
Who has made his second good defensive play in this game. Backing down, losing 3 on the play. Back to the
37.
And it's not going to be easy against this Saints defense, who's 9th in the NFL in scoring defense and 11th in yards, and only giving up 300 yards a game. Excellent play there by Gregerson getting in the backfield and then securing the tackle, knocking this back to 3rd and long, and we know the problems that the Patriots have had on 3rd down.
6 in the secondary. 3rd and 11. They need the 27. Out the ball goes. And grabbed here with Hicklin making the stop on the tight end, Gesicki. Former Miami Dolphin. They get down just outside the 30. They pick up 8 on the play. 4th down, and they're going to go, let's see, for 3.
This is not a Mac Jones issue. Right now, they're just letting too many gaps free in the middle of it. There's nowhere for him to step up. You don't have time to see. They need to do a better job up front. Fortunate to get that one off and pick up some yards to make this a more makeable field goal.
The rookie from Maryland, Chad Ryland, who is 4 of 7, with wind to contend with from 48. It's long, 51, and he misses wide left. And so the rookie is 4 of 8.
Rough start for New England. The score maintains at 7-0. The Saints 7-0 Dolphins, but here comes Darren Waller, Daniel Jones, and the Giants offense on the 3rd Dolphins defense.
Timeout taken by the Giants.
We are just starting the second quarter now. You haven't missed anything in the Ravens-Steelers game. 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18-yard line for Baltimore.
A total of 9 plays. Yep, put CBS on a poster, you're going to get on tape. That's pretty much all. Line of scrimmage is at the 18-yard line. First play, second quarter. They go empty. Hill sets up as a receiver. Jackson tosses to Hill. Makes that move to at least gain some yards. 2 of them. Minka Fitzpatrick over there defensively.
There is a serious situation in Detroit. The spot shadow player is Chandler Zavala, a rookie offensive guard for the Carolina Panthers, engaged with a defensive lineman and then falls face first down to the turf. Chandler Zavala, and the game has come to a stop, and you see how serious the situation is. It's been at least, I would guess, around 5 minutes. They have brought the cart out onto the field at Ford Field. Both teams showing concern. Chandler Zavala, rookie 4th-round draft pick out of North Carolina State, getting medical attention in Detroit.
Well, we knew each other on social media, a couple of events here and there, but now being around it, you see that.
Now we're double boxed with the start of the second quarter in Atlanta. C.J. Stroud and the Texans trailing by 4, 3rd and 15 in field goal range for the rookie quarterback. 3rd and 2 for the mobile Lamar Jackson, who hands it off inside, and Justice Hill has a 1st and goal, Baltimore. C.J. Stroud zings it in, but gang tackling there by the Falcons will tackle the receiver well short of the 1st down, as it was Robert Woods making the completion, and D'Lo Ryan is going to trot the field goal unit onto the field. 1st and goal live for Baltimore.
Receivers giving you extra options outside, hoping to create more explosive plays. And there's Odell Beckham, who just came back from injury. Being looked at again.
1st and goal from the 4. Zay Flowers looking for blockers. And he got hemmed in for no gain. Flowers still has not tasted the end zone in his young NFL career. Really just pretty smart for that play, by the way.
Bear hit for 38 earlier. Trying to make a 1-point game here. For 43. And he splits the uprights, and we've got a 1.
We know that he goes out to the quarterback. He plays the run pretty well, too. 3rd and 2, plenty of the try. 7-0 lead for Baltimore. They can add to it. 2nd and goal. Jackson fires. It was high. Could have been handled by Andrews, but through his hands. Incomplete. Made a fantastic grab last week in Cleveland on a high floater from Jackson. This one had the
Giants were deeper into Miami territory, then they backed up a bit. It was 3rd and 3. Daniel Jones got to feel a little shell-shocked after all the pass rushes he's felt the last 2 weeks. Scrambles, gets blasted out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
Hello?
He's on the field for the Chiefs.
Andrews on the move, tight end.
Hello?
Jackson tosses, drops, by Bateman. A short touchdown. And now the Ravens have to settle for a field goal attempt.
You're not available from the field side. You're talking about victory. You're trying to make more of a play than what's there. Your timing's off.
That's
you
up
really
to
want
you.
to contribute. Rashad Bateman has had his shirt.
Some good news, at least visual.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, is you done shopping first, or you already put the order in?
From the Carolina Panthers being carted into the locker room. The doctors and athletic trainers taking care of him as best they
So are
can
you
right
done
now. That
shopping,
game
or
came to
you?
a stop for well over 5 minutes as the field goal chip shot.
So go ahead and put the order in.
Is good, and it's a double-digit lead.
Go ahead and put the order in.
On the road in the division. Baltimore has already beaten the Browns in Cleveland and the Bengals in Cincinnati. This would be a road division sweep for Baltimore if they can pull it off today. 3rd and 11, nice ad-lib here as Derek Carr found Michael Thomas for a big chunk play, and now this is live, 1st and goal, almost a fumbled handoff, but Alvin Kamara gathers it, takes it inside the 5-yard line. Let's listen in.
By a couple, one more there, gain of 3, and Trent 2nd down and goal.
Well, this is really the response that the Patriots are going to have. They've been an uphill battle the last couple of weeks. Defensively, and because of the spot their offense has put them in, they've got to try and hold this thing to just a field goal attempt here.
First quarter's come to a close. Pick 6 by Tyrann Mathieu. On a deflected ball. 7-0.
Little game rewind on 2nd and 6. That was shortly after the Mike Thomas big catch. That was another one, 25 yards. Rashid Shaheed with the catch that set up the 1st and goal. And Derek Carr, 6 of 9 for 71 yards. We'll bookmark that as it's 3rd and 4, and now it's 1st and 10. Adam Thielen just doing Adam Thielen things, whether it's in a Vikings uniform or a Panthers uniform. Nice addition in the offseason. Some people thought he didn't have the skills that Adam Thielen had shown in his Minnesota days. Been a nice receiver for what's been a struggling Carolina Panthers offense.
Don't be short of that in case you get tackled right away.
Without a huddle from the line, the throw is short to Thielen on the other side of the field. Stopped at the 45 of Carolina.
And I think this is another thing that Carolina could really look to embrace, is we talked about, kind of getting those open formations where you're creating space, and he functions very well there with quick decisions. This is another area where he'll get into a rhythm and really start to kind of just flow with that offense, is in that up-tempo, hurry-up style.
Miles Sanders will get a first down and burst to the 46 before Alex Maloney made the stop for Miles.
Yeah, you got to be able to run through some of those. Miles Sanders here. It's not completely clean. You're going to go through right there. You've got Jonathan Mingo in there working, getting that block on the defensive back who's down inside in formation. You got to run through some arms every once in a while.
Then Mingo, 22 rookie from Washington, drafted in the 2nd round.
Interesting circumstance here in the Miami-New York game. So the Giants are set up to punt. The Dolphins get flagged for too many men on the field. This is the all-22 angle, and the punt returner is back. Let's just count them up real quick. It was hard to see on that one. We saw the guy running off. There's Mike McDaniel has challenged that there weren't too many men on the field, that the 12th player got off the field before the snap, because if the flag stands, that would give a first down to New York. That game is taking a commercial break right now. We are live with the Carolina Drive trying to open up their scoring. We've got the Colts in the red zone, and We'll be watching the New Orleans Saints when they come back out of break in just a moment as Bryce Young takes the snap, looks over the middle, finds his man, and Hayden Hurst cannot get the first down on that one with the penalty marker down.
Huge play.
So that's Moss now who will reset 1st and 10. Richardson on the keeper. Will slide forward and pick up 2, maybe 3. And that's the part where we look at what makes
We'll go to triple box here as the Carolina offense was flagged on the play. So that'll repeat 2nd down from about 11 yards back further. Bottom of your screen, Alvin Kamara, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints are up 2 touchdowns in New England. Alvin Kamara caps off a nice touchdown drive by Derek Carr and the guys that spanned the end of the first quarter and the beginning of the second quarter. A 2 touchdown lead there for the visitors in New England.
And they come again. Richardson with a pump fake. He had to get rid of that one on the initial pump as Roger McCreary was coming with some serious heat. What's that? He has time. Open short around the 30. Tommy Trumbull.
On the field is a backward pass. The clock is hot. It's good on the clock.
They're trying to set up a screen. That's why Tennessee is back there so bad. See all this over here? And it happened so fast that, Richardson, he doesn't really have a chance to do anything there. So they lose 17 yards on that play. That's a backward pass. You heard the call. Live football that just carried out of bounds. Jonathan Taylor on the field for the Colts on 3rd and 26. He's trying to get it. It's a better field goal range here with Pittman ducking inside the 25-yard line. And as they pick up a fresh set of downs now inside the 30. Young is out, knocked it down. And nowhere to go. Check in with Pam for an update on Chandler Zavala and the Panthers.
Yes, Chris, as Chandler Zavala lay on the field for all those minutes, the bench cleared surrounding him, giving a thumbs up. You could feel the relief from teammates. The Panthers tell me Zavala is being taken to the hospital for further evaluation. He has suffered a neck injury.
Thank you, Pam. We certainly hope he's okay. Chill over this building, this frenzied crowd. Coming, Thielen has it, puts a move on, gets inside the 20-yard line. Thielen moving well.
All right, so here's the coach's challenge explanation from Ron Torbert, the referee in Miami. By the way, happy anniversary, Ron Torbert. This is his 150th game as a referee. Here's the explanation.
There is no foul for 12 players on the defense. It was the 11th player that was running off the field. The result of the play is Miami's ball, first down at the 6-yard line. Clock will start on the snap.
The only thing missing is
he got his camera time right there for the 150th game as a referee, and looks like they got the call right, so it ends up being a punt by the Giants inside the 10-yard line for the Dolphins to take over there. Nice toe drag swag. George Pickens, 21-yard completion. Maybe that'll kickstart the offense here. Kenny Pickett puts it on Pickens. Right toe down, left foot down. Control the ball, well done there by the second-year wide receiver. Pittsburgh trails, though, 10-0. It's a 14-0 deficit for the Patriots in Foxborough. Here's 3rd and 6.
Around in the pocket and get him off his landmark. So right now the Saints are just teeing off on him as they have faced another 3rd and long.
They're down in 6. Jones so far is 3 of 8. Time, deep, Marker is there. Coverage downfield by Bolson Adibo.
We have guys running free.
Come back to Miami. Tyreek Hill
like
made a big catch and got his helmet ripped off. First and 10, though, Dolphins.
Season is coming this year.
24.
You and Mike.
Big hole for a chance.
the fastest player in the NFL right now. He has the fastest miles per hour of a ball carrier this year at 21.9. That was in a carry that he had back in week 3. And here he is in week 5 with a lightning strike at 21.8 miles per hour. If you want to know what that translates to in a 40-yard dash, he ran a 4.32 at the combine coming out of Texas A&M. And the Dolphins have speed, and a 2-touchdown lead against the G-Men early second quarter. 3rd and 6 for Kenny Pickett. He has time to throw. He waits, shuffles to his left, finds his man late, and Pittsburgh has a first down into Baltimore territory. Let's pick up a 3rd down for C.J. Stroud. He's averaging over 300 yards a game as a rookie, and he has not thrown an interception in his rookie season. Both remarkable feats, although that 3rd down pass into traffic goes incomplete. CJ is 7 of 11 for 100 yards passing in the game thus far. Field goal is up and good, and the Colts are out to a 7-point lead at home against Tennessee. Here's stat in that Indy game. Indy at home with the lead. The Colts have lost 6 straight home games. Don't see that very often in the NFL for what's been a viable team in the Indianapolis Colts. They have the lead here this afternoon at 10-3. So we're going to get a timeout. Well, we're going to pick up a red zone drive for the Panthers. We'll do a game rewind instead. 3rd and short, did you see that? It was not Bryce Young, the slight quarterback on the roster in terms of stature, height, and weight. They brought in Andy Dalton, quarterback sneak specialist, I suppose. But Dalton got it done. And sure, yeah, Bryce Young kind of laughs. It's like, I can put some quarters in my pocket. Wait a little bit more, coach, if you need me to do that. Either way, it is a red zone drive, and we'll get it as soon as they're done with the timeout. Oh, look out from behind. Delayed blitz gets home off the left side, and Kenny Pickett felt that one. That'll back the Pittsburgh Steelers up and maybe stall that drive out. We will come back to Detroit. Panthers in the red zone and the 19.
Inside run. Chenault, what a run. Inside the 10-yard line.
It just gives you so many options on the outside to do some unique things with your run game that are non-traditional. Just kind of coming in that short motion there. Ika McWanu does a nice job on the pole to get some push at the point of attack.
Picked up 11, 1st and goal. Chenault, more rushes this year and catches it. Just showed you why. Miles Sanders back in. Bryce Young looking to throw it. Numbers into the end zone, but knocked away. Trying to get the ball.
Seconds ago in Foxborough, 1st and 10 for the Saints. Derek Carr under center. Takes the handoff left side. Looks. First look wasn't there. Then he comes back to the man that he was originally going to hand it off to on the play fake. And that's a big ad-lib play, and it's the rookie out of TCU, Kendre Miller, with the 33-yard catch and run on a semi-busted play for the Saints. But they're back into Patriots territory. Red zone for the Panthers, 2nd and goal.
The pitch to Chenault the other way, gets it blocked from Hayhurst, down by the 1-yard line, held out of the football. It'll be 3rd and goal.
I tell you, you have to do it.
We're going to get it. It's a kitchen. Go ahead. You're going to fly it. Reach 21 miles an hour, yeah. Yeah, the quarter is so simple. Texans now in 4. This time, Ramchek's looking with this one. Chambers has the strike. Oh, that's a tackle attempt by Phillips. And Taysom Hill, who literally is jack of all trades.
It's like that we've just seen on this drive.
On 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Bryce Young gets Tommy Tremble. The Panthers are on the board.
That's a nice job by Martin.
He's going to be emphasized in, and they find so many ways to utilize it in this offense.
all effectively. Granada first and goal to the 5. Trying to work his way to some yards. Not much there. There's the play by Lawrence Guy at the bottom of the pile. So Carr's arm looks pretty good. And we talked about it. Mel gave us an update. It looks okay.
It does. It is as long as you're not taking hits on it, it's going to progressively get better. Having to have the AC joint sprain on my throwing arm, as long as you're not getting a hit, that doesn't re-injure.
Second goal. Carr in the end zone. Touchdown. That's caught by Awave. They have dug it up there, 20-0. Saints on top, and some boos beginning to cascade down. Another red zone score by Carr and his offense for New Orleans.
See, he lined up on the left. Watch, he works like he's going to work the back line, and then he pivots back out. Great protection once again for Carr to have the time for that route to develop. Just finding that hole in the zone, Carr uses his eyes to influence the safeties to get one direction, knowing he has the escape route going back.
Olave catches his first touchdown of the season, and he's coming off.
Got an update for you from a couple different games. This was the 3rd and 10 for the Giants. Quick hitter pass, and Darren Waller snatches it. Good job by Daniel Jones, fitting in a tight window. 21 yards on 3rd and 10. Giants need to get some offense going. Back to the wall for the Atlanta Falcons, and Desmond Ridder from his own 2-yard line seeds one into Keith Smith. That was a fullback on a long wheel route running down the field for 28 yards. Ridder puts it on it. Live 3rd down for New York. Rich, that's a flag down. This is going to be, I thought it was maybe a false start, but they let the play go, so it probably indicates that it's defensive offsides. So 3rd and 7 turns into 3rd and 2. We'll try and show you that in a moment. This was 3rd and 9 for Tennessee. Ryan Tannehill gets the pressure. Just says someone else take it, and that someone else is Tyjae Spears. Nice job by Tannehill keeping his head up as he had a couple men converging on him for the sack, and it's a 14-yard gain for Tennessee converting for a first down.
3rd down and 2 following the penalty. Here's Breeder on the handoff from Jones, and he is stopped short.
Here comes a 3rd and long for the Falcons.
And Houston's going to take a timeout before this 3rd down and 11.
Timeout, whereas you got Dable, does not look like he's bringing in the special teams punt unit.
I do not know how Houston.
Trevor earlier, they missed a 55-yard field goal attempt. That gave the Dolphins a short field.
We'll get to the 4th and 1, assuming that the Giants do keep the offense on the field. You got the Ravens up a couple of scores, and Justice Hill's having himself a first half. Until then, ball gets punched out from behind. What a job by Larry Ogunjobi. Big 99, dropping back in a hustle play to get rid of that. Here comes Yolo. Push. Well, the linesmen are going to come in and have to do this one. They're marking it for a first down, it would appear. Yep, it's going to be a first down for the G-Men. All right, we'll call it brotherly shove when the Eagles do it, and tush-push unless one of y'all comes up with something better if anyone else does it.
Now the flag is thrown. And a second penalty marker.
Yeah, look, this time it works. It doesn't look like it worked on the first effort. You get the second effort, they're all pushing.
Back at Lucas Oil Stadium, 3rd and short for Tennessee. Ryan Tannehill with a little abracadabra job in the last 3rd down, but this one does not get into the first down marker there. What will they do? They're going to bring out the field goal unit. We'll show you that in a second. It is a 1st and 10 for the G-Men.
Nothing. You still have to look at those little things. Meanwhile, the Giants, they're in plus territory again. It hasn't been all bad. You take away explosive plays from the offense of the Dolphins, you're in this game. And they can find a way, based in the Giants offense, to score on this drive. Put any points up, like 3 points. It doesn't matter. Just get some points on the board. That'll go a long way for this Giants team and for their morale.
They've only scored 9 points in the first half of this season on 3 field goals. You set it down from the 40 to pitch to Breda. And the pass is caught. Wandale Robinson take it down to the 35. Let's check in with Carissa.
Thanks, Hank.
Well, we sure did the incomplete pass for Tennessee. That would bring out Nick Folk from 53 yards. Folk bangs it home. A 50-yarder makes it a 10-6 game there in Indianapolis. Folk, perfect on the season coming into today. 10 of 10 field goals and 6 of 6 extra points.
Dolphins 3-1. Miami leading 14-0. Second down and 5.
Checking back on the Falcons, having it in plus territory against the Texans. And that one goes incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Drake London in the offense trying the sidelines, punt coming up.
Right now, the offensive line, you can't say they've done a poor job. They've been efficient. Obviously, there has been some pressure, as expected. But Daniel Jones, recognizing that, they can roll out quicker.
Midfield remains in at right guard. Well open.
Back in Detroit, there was a false start, so free play for Jared Goff. He says, sure, I'll pitch it downfield. Khalif Raymond, no, that's actually Josh Reynolds there for the completion. 27 yards. Flag was against Carolina. Lions obviously declined that. So Detroit into Panther territory. And, Jameson Williams, the gambling suspension reduced from 6 games to 4 games. So he is in the lineup today. Not in the box score on that play. A drop by the young wide receiver that could have been a first down Detroit. They'll probably have to be big today. No Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra out with an abdominal injury for Detroit.
Cover 14 to go, second quarter. Coverage was terrific there by Stevens, just blanketing Boykin, the former Raven. So Kenny Pickett is now 6 of 13 for 61 yards. Pickett has one 300-yard passing game in his young career. 4 turnovers this season in the 4 games. The big tight end, the rookie Darnell Washington, number 80, could be a prime target down here. He's like number 3 right there in the middle. So they swing it. Jalen Warren, Ravens close quickly. And Warren, game tackle for no gain, led by Kyle Hamilton. Ferocious hitter, 6'4", 220. Hamilton telling us part of the reason they drafted him was...
Well, we'll check. Something big just happened in Indianapolis, but let's show you a little slant pass here for the Giants, who have been able to move the ball at times. Darren Waller's come up with a couple of big plays, but the team has still nothing on the scoreboard. 3rd and long here.
He's done it all. Remember, he's genius level. Defensive member society in terms of IQ. He can handle all those movements.
Back on the sideline for Baltimore. This is a 3rd and 11 now for Pittsburgh. Under 3.5 minutes to go first half. Pickett trying to get out of trouble, and they'll just chuck it away. Not taking any chances. Chip heavy on.
Potential big moment in Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson is hurt on this play. Design quarterback run. He goes to the right side. 2 defenders come on top of him, and some body weight lands on him, and immediately you see him grabbing at his right throwing shoulder. Anthony Richardson, the 4th overall draft pick, extremely mobile and a big, strong quarterback at that, 6'4", 244, but immediately needing some attention from the athletic training staff. Field goal is up and good. Pittsburgh is on the board. So we got a 10-3 game in that AFC North grudge match. Little game rewind here on a 1st and 10. Flip it back on the end around with some blocking for George Pickens. Takes it 16 yards on a well-executed play. And that led to the field goal. So again, 10-3. Baltimore with the lead there. Giants pushing their way, trying to get to the red zone, but it's 3rd and 9.
Darius Slayton, Darren Waller, that Daniel Jones really trusts on these 3rd downs. 3rd down and 9. Jones taken down. There is a flag. It was Sealer wrapping up Jones.
So it'll be 4th down there for the Giants. Gardner Minshew comes in for the injured Anthony Richardson, who was seen grimacing and coming off in obvious pain to the sidelines. We have not seen him go into the blue medical tent just yet, assuming he is going there, or into the locker room. Well, whatever they show, you'll see it right here.
It's not like he took a big shot from Landry or Murphy Bunting coming in. It's just the way he hit the ground, and now all of a sudden we got Minshew in the game.
Minshew's been a busy guy so far. Already this season has hands here to Taylor. Taylor breaking a couple of tackles, picks up 2, maybe 3. So Minshew, remember, was summoned week 2 after Richardson went down. One guy goes in.
Still waiting on any kind of an official update from the Colts on their starting quarterback, Graham Gano, who missed a long one earlier from 49 yards, middle of the field. This one holds on and goes through. All right, 14-3 now. The highest scoring team in football, Miami Dolphins. The lowest scoring team in football, New York Giants, with an 11-point difference there. And swing pass to David Montgomery, broken up immediately by Carolina. And Dan Campbell and company get turned away on that play. Back in New England, 3rd and 8. Mac Jones, straight drop back, lofted it up right side, and that one's underthrown. Devontae Parker, the target on the play, but not much offense for New England, down a 3-touchdown hole in the first half. Gardner Minshew, 3rd and 4, time to throw. He does, finds his man. Nifty little play. Richardson, you probably remember, has already missed a game with a concussion this year. Minshew came in and played fairly well as the starting quarterback for that game for Indianapolis. Now he's back in for the time being. We got a fumble. The Carolina Panthers put it on the ground after the Lions gave it back to the Panthers on downs. The Lions take it back on the turnover there. Miles Sanders with the fumble. Now we're live at Ford Field.
An excellent tackle back at the 32. Jamison Williams brought down by C.J. Henderson.
That's a tough job for Marvin Jones to try and get out there and make this block. You're trying to get to that player right there, and he just takes a bad angle. It's more so the angle he took. He was inside, and he was a little bit lackadaisical, and all of a sudden, you've got great movement on the opposite side of the ball by C.J. Henderson.
And the defense trying to hang tough, threatening blitz here on 3rd and 3. The Carolina offense turned it over. Montgomery, short of the first down, gets inside the 30-yard line. So a 4th and short. They went on 4th and 4 from a little further out, and they're going to go for it once again. So they've converted, 53% at least of their day capable of their 4th down tries, and they go on 4th as much as any. As you see the amount of attempts going back to 2022, that is the most.
Belief, right? One of the things he talks about is belief. And you establish that by calling in situations like this and letting your players execute. You start to believe, hey, you want to go for on fourth down.
The pitch, Montgomery, and he will get the first down. He's averaging over 10 yards a carry. Well, it does get you playing this league at that position.
So Anthony Richardson, look at that, holding the right arm as tenderly as you can, going into the locker room for further medical evaluation. Still no official word on Richardson. We'll get it to you as soon as we can. As Richardson is walking and receiving some polite applause from the Colts faithful, Gardner Minshew just made a play. We'll show you that after this.
Back to Montgomery. Cuts inside the 25, maybe around the 24.
This was the very next play after Richardson walked up the tunnel. Gardner Minshew, 3rd and 5. Underneath, Josh Downs, catch and run. That's a 25-yard play, and we have just hit the 2-minute warning in Indianapolis. We'll bookmark the Colts drive, which is now in field goal range before the half.
You thought week one actually get an opportunity to start playing together on a consistent basis. As good as they have been playing up to this point, there should be a lead there.
Taylor Decker cutting it out. He's not 100%. Montgomery, well, they'll work it down about the 23. This set up by the Miles Sanders fumble, the second this season. He's lost 8 in his career. Sanders trying to add to their 14-7 lead. Sanders frustrated. Give the line defense a little credit, too, for taking away 2. Hutchinson got the pick.
We're going to double box in the Miami Dolphins. Watch the replay on the right side of your screen. Tua Tagovailoa motioning out Tyreek Hill and then looking for the cheetah. I think Tyreek Hill heard me say that Devon Achane might be the fastest man in the NFL, and Cheetah said, Hanson, my nickname's Cheetah. Tyreek up the sideline, and it's instant red zone for the Miami Dolphins. David Montgomery pushes his way forward. Monty having a big first half. 1st and 10 Lions in the red zone. 1st and 10 Dolphins in the red zone.
The Giants 16, it's Achane. Inside the 10, tripped up at the 5 by Jason Pinnock.
All right, we're going to go triple box here. We've got 3 teams in or near the red zone. Upper left-hand corner, it's now 1st and goal, Dolphins from the 4. Upper right-hand corner, 1st and 10 Lions. Fake toss and a pass inside. Off to Khalif Raymond, and he looks like he could have a first down inside of the 2-yard line for a 1st and goal. Bottom of your screen, outside of the or under the 2-minute warning timeout, the Indianapolis Colts are looking for points.
Before the half from the Giants, 4-yard line.
Nice tackle.
Bobby Okereke. Former Colt coming up to make the stop.
3 plays in a row now, all completely different.
Montgomery in the backfield. Already 1 touchdown today. He has the football, and Montgomery is kicked out of the end zone. It's a 3-4 Panthers snap. Franklin Jr. helping to shove him back.
Shit, dead. 60 yards.
This is going to be a pivotal position right here. This is for ample opportunities to run with the football after the catch.
And off here to Moss. Moss finds a crease right to the middle of that defense. Tackled by Fulton. It's a run at 4.
Greg Reynolds comes in as Montgomery takes a break. Off to throw. High and long is the catch. Josh Reynolds for a Lions touchdown. We're going to check his feet. He went up and got it.
Football so far in this first half, they have gone at the inside of this defense.
Jonathan Taylor is back into the party, so they have run now for over 100 yards.
And really, the way he gets open is it's a great sell on his release off the line of scrimmage.
Talked about their Ram connection back in those days. Josh Reynolds, his 3rd touchdown catch of this season already. And looking for a new result early. The feet down, the catch made, extra point. They're going to surpass 20 points again.
Here's your score, 10-6. Amanda Telligus said the official diagnosis, right shoulder for Richardson. His return, interestingly, is questionable, so hasn't been ruled out just yet. As they continue to examine him in the locker room. 2nd and 7, handoff here to Moss. As he inches a little bit closer to the line of the game, as Steichen lets that clock continue to run here with 2 timeouts left. One thing to keep in mind, Tennessee will have the football to begin the second half. And Indianapolis would love nothing more than to make this
clock management right there by Shane Steichen. Here was the play that we saw from the end zone camera. Tyreek Hill, this is the now fastest player, ball carrier of 2023. Not a touchdown play, but he goes for 64 yards, and Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, hit 22 miles an hour. The first ball carrier in 2023 to hit 22 miles per hour. In fact, on the microchip miles per hour from Next Gen Stats, the top 7 speeds in the entire NFL, all Miami Dolphins. All up in the high 21s, or in Cheetah's case, 22. Upper left-hand corner of the triple box, to his Lobo, looking for a man in his face, and no penalty marker. Upper right-hand corner, Gardner Minshew, 3rd and 3, 20 seconds left in the first half. He spins, he dives, he's going to be right towards the first down, but the clock might be an issue here. Colts take a timeout to stop the clock at 15 seconds. I still didn't see a flag come in. No flag came in on the Jalen Waddle attempted pass there. And we come full here to New England, where the Minutemen want to have something to fire the guns for. But it's going to be one.
It's the Minutemen are getting a little anxious here. They would like to put their muskets in 3rd and 7. Carr deep. Always gets in there. Incomplete, caught it on the chalk and out of bounds. And covered on the play by J.C. Jackson. Olave was right there.
Doesn't get excuse me. So right now he's lined up on Tyreek Hill. Did a pretty good job against DK Metcalf. I know he gave us 1 touchdown.
On 3rd and goal to the end zone. Pick off. Oh, deflection. Giants with their second takeaway. It's Pinnock. Jason Pinnock, 102 yards for the Giants' first touchdown in the first half. This season it comes from their defense.
What a wave for the Giants. Pick 6 by Tua Tagovailoa, and that's the longest play of the season in the NFL at 102 yards. Maybe that kickstarts the G-Men. Meanwhile, there was a measurement in Indianapolis, and the Colts were short, so this is 4th and 1 with 15 seconds remaining. So this is an interesting coaching decision right here. What will Shane Steichen elect to do? Maybe they'll instant replay this, and it's less than 2 minutes to go in the first half, so it would have to be a booth review. But they marked Gardner Minshew short. They measured it and confirmed that he was short. And it's 4th down in inches, and you see the offense in the huddle.
The clock is running. It just...
Timeout. Tennessee.
Mike Vrabel's going to run a timeout.
30-second timeout.
You think you got to go in zone here. No timeouts.
Yeah, but it's...
Seconds ago at Ford Field, Bryce Young, didn't see the defender coming off the up route, went backwards, and it was Jerry Jacobs, number 23, coming away with the pick. And the Detroit Lions trying to pour it on, and you know it is loud at Ford Field right now in Detroit. So let's pick it up. Bryce Young, he's having growing pains in his first 5 games, 4 games after missing 1 as a rookie.
That's a Lions touchdown. A little trickery. That's 2.
Razzle dazzle for the Lions for the touchdown, and the Colts are going for it, and there's an open receiver in Gardner Minshew. Couldn't put enough air on the football. A defender flashed in Minshew's face, had a wide open man the way that they designed it. And Shane Steichen has to bite his tongue as a scoring opportunity goes by the board before the half in Indy. Look at exactly what they wanted. Minshew just off target there. Would have been a walk-in touchdown for the Colts. Instead, a turnover on downs. And the Titans will undoubtedly kneel on it to take it into the locker room at 10-6 Indianapolis over Tennessee. Lamar Jackson on 4th down. He's going the wrong way. Pitches it late. That's a turnover on downs right before the half. John Harbaugh grabbing the bill. A semi-surrender cobra right there as the clock will now run out in the first half. So we've got a couple of games going to the half. As what was the design on this play? We saw 2 4th downs in easy field goal range for the Colts and Ravens respectively. They both go for it on 4th and short. They both throw for it on 4th and short. And both come up with head-scratching plays. Well, that's the NFL sometimes. All right, back to Tua Tagovailoa in a 2-minute drill. Now that this is a 1-possession game before the half.
In this game. Dolphins deferred at the start of the game, so they will receive second half kickoff, going for a 2-for-1 here. Catch made by Wilson. And a timeout with 1:10 on the clock. Dolphins leading by 4. Verizon halftime coming.
Start the third quarter. I think if you're DeMeco Ryan, you'd be thrilled with that. All right, we're back with the final 45 seconds in the 1-point contest here in Atlanta.
Like to say it's a
From the line of scrimmage, again, talking about the rookie presence. You have Tank Dell, who's going to get on the wrong side of formation. He stops him, gets it back over there. So he certainly understands schematics and what he's trying to accomplish right here in this 2-minute drive.
Stroud trying to fit it into Robert Woods, but there's D. Alford again. Got a hand on it and knocked it down.
D. Alford playing a little outside leverage and then cut underneath the receiver. Perfect timing, great coverage.
Clock running there at Gillette Stadium, and it will stop with Kendrick Bourne going out of bounds, and we'll check the penalty marker in the defensive secondary.
12. So through the air, there's a flag on that as well.
Upper right-hand corner, Dolphins still trying to go fast. Jalen Waddle not going anywhere on that play. Upper left-hand corner, 41 seconds with which to work for C.J. Stroud, and the Texans trailing 5-1. Alex Kemp at the bottom making the defensive pass interference call. Stroud with an ad-lib scramble to the right side. Did he get him? He did. Link up with his intended target. Tank Dell comes down with it, and the rookie seems to be shaken up after making the catch, but it looks like the Texans are in field goal range. We got teams going quick here before the half. We'll go back to back to back.
9 of the 6. With Elliott, pass caught. Wilson, great screen.
Timeouts 4 apiece. Patriots have missed the field goal, try a 48 today. Otherwise, they're punted on a pick 6, missed the field goal, and 2 more punts in a row. Matt Jones brings up track on the play by Jordan. Cameron Jordan with his first sack this season. The 13-year veteran, one of the best.
Bryce Young starting to hurry it up a little bit with 2:15 remaining in the first half. And look who's having a first half. Adam Thielen, catch and run. That one goes for 30 yards. Thielen has 6 catches for 67 yards in the first half. The Nico Collins catch is made, and the Texans will stop the clock with 23 seconds left to go. Upper right-hand corner, 30 seconds with the Dolphins moving it downfield in field goal range, but they'd love to get a couple shots in the end zone before settling for 3. And at the bottom of the screen, clock stopped at 34 seconds. We'll keep it right here in the triple box. Actually, the bingo full with 2 stoppages, and then this play in Miami.
On first down, Tagovailoa, taken down. We talked about Kayvon Thibodeaux earlier, had 2 sacks on Monday night.
Second down and 18, just inside the 49. With Elliott back there and Jones the throw. Ezekiel Elliott is wrapped up by Taylor. And he's
on Stroud. Not the last 2 weeks. This
Granderson disrupts it again. Third good defensive play for him in this first half. And the Shack is back to the 42, and the Saints will take a timeout. 2 sacks on this drive, one by Jordan, that one by Carl Granderson.
When you're working off the edges like that, so we saw that time Granderson coming off of the left side.
Out of 2-minute warning timeout, Panthers.
From the 24-yard line is there with Bryce Young, who sets a throw and does. So the 20, it's Hayden Hurst. Alex Anzalone on the coverage.
You can see spurts of it, Chris. You know, where that last throw to Adam Thielen by Bryce Young was outstanding. Climbs in the pocket, it's a crossing route, hits his guy in stride, lets him run after the catch. On that last one, that ball is out quickly. It's a quick decision. You know, he processes as well. He's going to have his growing pains going through, but you can see why Frank Reich, the head coach, really is confident in his ability to move forward.
They talked about ownership of the operation and execution. That's something that he's getting better at. Sets a throw is Young. Now he's going to flip back to Husker Chenault. Slips a tackle, puts a good move on him, but eventually tackled at the 19.
Right side of the screen, Tua Tagovailoa. He's scrambling for it. You don't see that a lot from Tua, but they've got to go hurry. They have no timeouts. 16, 15, 14. Are they going to clock it? No, they're going to go slow clock. This is interesting. They're going to clock it with just 3 seconds and settle for the field goal is what they're going to do. With about 5 seconds left, 4. Yep, clock it here. That's good management by Tua Tagovailoa. They didn't want to take the end zone shot on 3rd down and take a chance on something disastrous. Let's get our field goal and go into the locker room. That was well done by the Miami Dolphins.
Well, with confusion, Chenault, he wants him on the other side. They're going to have to use a timeout on 3rd down at 6. Panthers will have one remaining. Check it out, Dorset.
Thanks so much, Chris. Dolphins, we're up 14-3.
Weeks when the Dolphins scored all those touchdowns. They're too busy running into the end zone. A-Chan and all of those guys.
They 10 extra points in the Denver game. 4-yard attempt from the right hash. So the Dolphins will take a 7-3 yards there.
Had a touchdown, but a chance to take it back to the final 10 seconds of the first half. Can C.J. Stroud get the lead in Atlanta?
Jarrett, the longest.
That is sick, huh?
36. Young for the end zone. Flag down. Tommy Tremble. And his hands on it. As long as he was back there.
Before the pass, holding defense, number 23, 5-yard penalty.
You do just that. Bear connects. He has all 9 points for the Houston Texans.
Yeah, that was in front of the play back in the end zone. So Jerry Jacobs got called for the hold. It was up in front of the goal line. It was not down there in the end zone when the ball was thrown.
So there you go. So yeah, 34 is Anzalone, 23. Jacobs had the interception a moment ago. Press set it down to the 15 for Carolina. Young has time. Close one for the end zone. Knocked away. Thielen was the target. And he thought he had Kirby Joseph back there. He had a step.
Well, he's complaining about at the very end. Now watch. He gets his separation. He's on top. I guess he's got his hands on him. He's got his hand on his hip. But you know, if Adam Thielen, just sell that. You know, you got to be a little bit of an actor in that situation. There was a lot of hand checking going on across the field. If you can sell that, you'll probably get that flag. But it never looked like he turned his body.
The blitz is on. Young's throw, incomplete. Middle of the field for Thielen. Well, him and Jacobs keep acting like the other guy's pushing a Well, I'm pushing.
You're trying to get a call? I'm going to try and get a call.
You might have heard you about selling it. 3rd and 10 now. Only 17 seconds and 1 timeout. Young. He's out of the rush. Under the rush. Throws it away. And Zaloni back there. The Lions kept the pressure on.
We'll come back to 4th and 10 in just a moment. Aiden Hutchinson is screaming that he's being held on repeated plays by Carolina offensive linemen, but no flag.
Patterson fields it around the 10. Not going to be able to do anything with this, and that is how we will head to intermission. 3 field goals for the Texans to go. 8 of 9 this year. And the kick, he is good. Well, they settled for 3. Lions defense continuing an amazing afternoon. And 28-10 Detroit advantage. Look at the football when they start the second half. Terrell Johnson, Chris Myers, Pam Oliver down on the field. Well, we talked about the Lions being one of the top teams in the league, and I know it's early.
Okay. Well, there'll be a kickoff there, but the Lions most likely won't do anything with it. Detroit, the highest scoring team going into the locker room in the 6-game early window here. Lions with a 2-game win streak, and both of those games 14-point wins. Lions were double-digit favorites coming into today. The Dolphins were 12.5-point favorites over the New York Giants, but that's a one-possession game there at the half, 17-10. One of the surprising scores, the New England Patriots being shut out 21-0 at the half in New England. The last 3 Patriots games, 28-3. The Patriots had a deficit at Dallas. Then 17-3, the Patriots had a halftime deficit against the Miami Dolphins. Tom Brady is not walking through that door in Foxborough.
3 touchdown games for Goff. There's Aiden Hutchinson in just 22 games in his career. 4 interceptions. Laporta with a touchdown catch. Fumble recovery. Goff to Josh Reynolds. And here the interception from Jerry Jacobs. Remember, Laporta's second touchdown after a little trickery in the backfield. But for Goff, he's already had 2 3-touchdown games this year. And at halftime, Frank Reich, Bryce Young has some work to do to try and catch up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, all 6 games now at the half in the early window of Week 5, Sunday, the National Football League's regular season in 2023. Scott Hansen, pleased to be with you as always on Week 5 of NFL Red Zone. So early window scores here. We talked about the Colts game with concern about Anthony Richardson. That game might be the first game to get kicked into the second half, and hopefully we'll get a sideline report from the broadcast team about Anthony Richardson's health. Gardner Minshew was able to move them down the field, but then turned it over on downs there right before the half. The Houston Texans trying to make it a 3-game win streak, taking the lead late in the second quarter in Atlanta. We'll get to the second half of that one as well. Giants and Dolphins, a one-possession game. Some people maybe didn't foresee that, but a pick 6 for 102 yards helps the Giants cause their first touchdown of the first half in any of the 5 games they've played so far. Patriots and Saints, New Orleans with a 3-touchdown lead at Foxborough, concern for Bill Belichick and company. And then Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers with Baltimore holding on to that lead in Acrisure Stadium. We are ready for the kickoffs to begin in the second half, the first of which is the Tennessee Titans receiving from the Indianapolis Colts.
We'll have the football as we begin the second half here in Indianapolis. On a short kick, fair catch by Spears as we go downstairs to Amanda, spoke with both coaches.
I did, starting with Coach Shane Steichen. He did tell me Anthony Richardson is still questionable to return with that right shoulder injury. We'll keep you updated on that. And he said, listen, I'm really happy with the way our defense has been playing. We just have to keep it up in the second half. Now, as for Mike Vrabel, he told me, listen, defensively, exactly what we reported, we cannot keep giving it to them. We have to eliminate these penalties as well. He said, offensively, we just have to keep plowing away to get our run game going, guys.
The run game that they really got on track last week in that lopsided win over Cincinnati. First half of Tennessee, just 33 rushing yards. With Henry so far held in check. First down, Henry. The drive starter here. We mentioned at the top the return of their first-round pick, Peter Skoronski, at left guard. Remember, he missed the last 3 games of the emergency appendectomy after a very nice debut week 1 in that loss in New Orleans. Really happy to have him back.
And there was really a question on how much he'd be able to go because he lost a lot of weight. And so he's had to drink a lot of smoothies and protein shakes just to get, the mass and the weight back on. And the question on how many reps he'd be able to go, but so far so good in this game.
He's been on for every snap so far. Tannehill delivers his strike. Hopkins on second down. It's a first down delivery as Hopkins picks up 16.
But to me, again, this is the Titans passing game. It's run and it's play action. And this is where they're at their best. And this year, when it comes to play action, you can make an argument.
And we are into second half action in the AFC North matchup. First place Baltimore with a touchdown lead at 2-2 Pittsburgh.
The station, they've got to get it moving.
Using Gunnar Olszewski on offense. Stutter step motion. Handoff. Harris. Stacked up for no gain.
No movement in the offensive line to get that Ravens defensive front. Remember Kenny Pickett told us the linebackers would blitz often? They just came straight downhill behind that big defensive front.
Seconds ago, the Tennessee Titans, little inverted wishbone here with 2 upbacks, and then Derrick Henry behind Ryan Tannehill. Ends up being a pass play out of that formation. DeAndre Hopkins with a catch and a chunk play has it deep into Colts territory. Had to go for 36 yards. DeAndre Hopkins, 4 catches for 70 yards so far. Put together a nice game.
2 big plays down the field. Now you're inside the 20-yard line.
Tennessee's in business. Trying to retake the lead. Little end-around action. Spears into some open daylight. Spears inside the 5 and he's in. Touchdown. Boy, the electricity in this kid's game is something to watch. 19 yards and Tennessee retakes the lead.
You cannot run away so easily.
All right, check it out. You're going to see Chris Hubbard. Look at the downfield blocking, but really Hubbard, he's the one that leads the way. And look, this is almost exactly like their first scoring drive last week. You had a big play, and then a touchdown. They feed off of those big play action plays downfield.
Remember, Chris Hubbard thrust into the starting role with the suspension of Nicholas Petit-Frere, who was eligible to return this week, not quite ready. But Hubbard has been sensational, and the rookie Spears bangs it in for 6.
Tennessee Titans take the lead against their division foe. Titans, by the way, have won 5 straight against Indianapolis. I told you that the Colts have lost 6 straight home games, regardless of the opponent. Kind of an oddity there. The entire AFC South started the day at 2-2, but if you watched the UK game earlier today, the Jacksonville Jaguars with an upset victory over the Buffalo Bills on NFL Network and NFL Plus, and the Jags are now leading, at least temporarily leading the AFC South with a 3-2 record. The rest of the 3 teams in the division playing right now in the early window. Colts and Titans obviously head-to-head there, and the Texans at the half with a 2-point lead in Atlanta. I want to let you know that once those 6 games are over, we have the late window to open up. And here is the slate. 4 games kicking off at the 4 o'clock Eastern hour. Arizona, the Los Angeles Rams, the Broncos, and the Vikings, all with home games. You'll see the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles at 4-0. Want to let you know that T. Higgins is inactive for the Cincinnati Bengals. Cooper Kupp is active for the Los Angeles Rams. Cooper Kupp, Super Bowl MVP from a couple of years ago, added to that already pretty effective Los Angeles passing offense. Be interesting to see how Cooper Kupp blends in with Puka Nacua and the fantastic start that the rookie has had for the Rams. That's still coming up an hour and a half, 2 hours from now. We got more football to watch here in the second half, including here at Acrisure Stadium.
Ravens are 2-0 in the division. Both of those wins on the road at Cincinnati, at Cleveland. So if they get a win today in Pittsburgh, Charles, they will have swept the AFC North on the road.
Yeah, when was the last time we had that? Kansas City, 2019?
Well, the Ravens did it too in 2019, and they went 14-2 that year.
Got upset in the playoffs. Kansas City took full advantage of it, but this Pittsburgh defense battled valiantly to keep them going.
Second and 7, Jackson deals downfield, and hits Zay Flowers. Oh, Zay Flowers with a video game move out of bounds.
Hence the nickname Lamar Jackson gave him, which is
the joystick.
Right there. I don't play video games well enough to know exactly what buttons you hit, but he hit all the correct ones on this one. Whoop. Now, Mickey Fitzpatrick said, go ahead and dance if you want to. I'm here. I'm a veteran. He may have missed, but I got you pinned. Well, what a move by Zay Flowers. Evoking memory of, remember Dante Hall, the original human joystick with Kansas City.
Line of scrimmage is now the 46 for Baltimore. Jackson, pocket holds up. He lost it high, and it's just over the outstretched arms of Rashad Bateman. David a little slow getting up.
Let's go live to New England. Third quarter action underway. The home team here with a 3-touchdown deficit. Heard some boos in the first half. Did the pass.
Down 9 with a robust move up to the 34.
I do believe that Rashad Bateman gets healthier and practices more. The timing will get better for himself on the field.
Just a formation here for Baltimore with Edwards behind Jackson. Give it to Edwards rumbles into Pittsburgh territory. Just hitting a 50. Tackle made by Landon Roberts, who's been doing this now for 8 years in the NFL. A couple of Super Bowls with the New England Patriots and a stint with the Miami Dolphins. 4-yard pickup.
He just went out of the game, Patrick Ricard, number 42. You've watched him for years, Ian. Remember how they just followed Ricard to the ball? And TJ Watt about him now as a blocker. He said, oh yeah, he'll still take you to the right. But he's much more of an in-line guy. So he was in line on that last play. Left side of the line.
3rd down and 6 for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson getting out of it. Circles. Jackson tossed down. Keanu Neal.
That'll bring a 4th down there. It's going from bad to worse for the New England Patriots. Quick huddle, get to the line of scrimmage. They try and flip it out on 3rd short. It's a bad pitch. Ramondre Stevenson couldn't gather it in. Cam Jordan, the veteran defensive lineman, coming away with the turnover. He'll keep that one. And mug for the camera as the Saints turn over the Patriots on their opening possession and have a 3-touchdown lead. 2nd and 9 live just outside the red zone.
With Bill Belichick, 2nd down 9-28. It's Camara.
And with the lead blocker and Stevenson's speed, I don't know if anybody would call him.
First minute of the second half down in South Florida, 3rd and 4 for the Dolphins in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
And he's switching it up, trying to give a different look to this Tua Tagovailoa offense.
Dolphins have won 17 consecutive plays. They have the interception return for a touchdown in the middle. Now going deep to the far side, caught! It's Hill! Touchdown! 69 yards!
Tua Tagovailoa to the speedster again. And this Miami Dolphins offense, they had some issues last week in Buffalo with the Bills. What's Tyreek going to do? What's he going to do? What's he going to do?
How about this celebration? This is great. He's trying to get the ball to somebody else. That fan was having none of it. He wanted the football. But as soon as I talk about the zone coverage, Wind goes right back to look like zero man. There was no safety help for Cordell Flott, and he goes right over the top of it.
Stop resisting. You have 8 penalties, but they've been able to overcome that.
Third down and 10 for Derek Carr. Bryant gets him. Nice defensive play. Miles Bryant. They lose 7 on the sack. It's back to the 36. And they'll try for 3.
Well, that solid coverage, you can see before the snap, Derek Carr had signaled out to the right to Olave. There's tight coverage across the board. The safety moves back to the back half, so there's nowhere to go. Only 3 receivers went out. They had the protection there. That's the problem when you leave guys in over the protection part of it, and if the defense drops out.
One of the most interesting things about that series is we watch a 54-yard field goal attempt for Blake Ruby, and the rookie kicker splits it through. That's a 24-0 shutout lead for Dennis Allen's New Orleans Saints. Cam Jordan with the turnover fumble recovery. The Tyreek Hill, he was obviously trying to get the celebration football to someone that he knew in the crowd, and then the dude in the front row intercepted it for a second as Mo Allen Cox could not come up with the completion from Gardner Minshew. Anthony Richardson is out for the rest of the game. The Colts have ruled Anthony Richardson out with a shoulder injury. There in Indy. C.J. Stroud, second and 11, becomes third and somewhat manageable. But just to put a button on that, we saw the replay on the Tyreek Hill celebration. It looked like eventually the football got to the correct person that Tyreek wanted it to get to there in Miami. Good times.
Just from left field, came in there and made that tackle. But, you know, this secondary for Tennessee, they played a phenomenal game last week. We saw them against the Browns. They didn't play very well. And, you know, part of the issue has been having some really back-breaking penalties and some pass interference and defensive holding calls against their quarterbacks.
Long streak of not allowing 100-yard rusher wins for Tennessee's defense. And right now, Arch, you're just playing on their heels. You just rarely see teams take it to them like they are here, like the Colts are.
Third down and 7 for C.J. Stroud. Look at that. Accuracy has been his name of the game. He goes in between defensive backs to Dalton Schultz on the tight end, calls it in. Stroud at 203 yards passing. C.J. Stroud feeling a little heat on this one as the Colts. We actually just had C.J. Stroud hit an NFL milestone. You can call it a record, if you will. C.J. Stroud on this pass attempt, his 26th pass attempt of the game, did not end up in a first down. In fact, it's an incompletion, but it's not an interception. C.J. Stroud has 0 interceptions this season. Look at the graphic there. 177 pass attempts with no interceptions, the most all-time by a quarterback to begin a career. Tom Brady had a fantastic streak to begin his career. Dak Prescott had the previous record that C.J. Stroud just broke. Can we show up our graphic there, guys? Let's put the graphic up right now here. Where C.J. Stroud with 177. Well, let's skip it then. And we'll come back here to live action in Indianapolis.
In the locker room.
That's a significant loss on Cox. Got a big stable with this offense last couple of years. And shoot Gibbs. Moss still on his feet. He's in. And Indianapolis punches.
And a touchdown Indianapolis will put up the Colts by 3. Would you go for 2 right here? I mean, it's early. Actually, let's kick the conventional extra point. Second touchdown of the day for Zach Moss as straight inside handoff. Good work by the offensive line and a patient run, strong run by Moss for his second of the day. And the extra point is up and good. So 17-13, the score in Indianapolis.
Out down to the 40. It is enough for a first down.
Another third and outside of medium, but they're able to pick it up because Mason and put it right on Jaylen Warren. You see, I was reading, going back in the pocket, didn't have what he wanted, went right to the sideline with Jaylen Warren, put it on him, and gave him a chance to turn upfield and pick up the additional yardage needed for the first down. If he throws that incorrectly, he takes Warren over the sideline, and they don't get the 10 yards they get out on that play.
Warren, a one-cut runner, undrafted free agent last year. Gives it to him. Warren will kick his way through the defense, and he's corralled at 45. Hit by Kyle Hamilton, who is a tall drink of water, 6'4", 220. More of a basketball background. His father, Derek, played professional basketball, also played at Southern Miss. His brother, Tyler, basketball at the University of Pennsylvania.
And a cousin who was a lacrosse player in Virginia, athletes all the way through this family.
He said basketball helped his movement because he had that growth spurt sophomore year of high school. He shot up about 6 inches, but he was a point guard.
And then he was already used to playing lower, and that helped him with his flexibility and leverage.
Pickett gets out of it initially, but then in the second wave, led by Brett Urban, drops it for a 6-yard loss and a sack for the Ravens.
They just get overwhelmed up front. Watch in the middle. Watch Mason Cole. You see where Michael Pierce just collapsed it right in the beginning? A nice little swing move, arm over, that took care of the pocket and pushed the interior. And then now Kenny Pickett can't look downfield. His eyes are on the rush. So here comes Brett Urban. Here comes the rest of the crew. They dump it.
And they're back at that 40-yard line. So now it's a 3rd and 10.
Warren in. He's usually a good pass protector.
Pickett. Step of throw. Off the hand of the intended receiver. I'm not sure even if Darnell Washington caught it, much would have happened there.
So the New England Patriots, 24-0 is the deficit now. A 3rd and short in plus territory here. So Mac Jones and gets it batted down at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots only have 120 yards of offense. They've had 4 punts, an interception, and a lost fumble. They've also missed a field goal on the day. 3rd and 6 for the Giants, down a couple of scores now. And Daniel Jones shoved out of bounds. Gentle with the quarterbacks, as always. No flag on the play, but he did pick up the first down. And here is first down live. Daniel Jones running for his life to the left side. Just slides down. It's temperatures in the 80s, I believe, today in South Florida. So conditioning factor, perhaps.
Looked like a heat-seeking missile on a mission to go and get Daniel Jones. Slid it at the right time. Joe Baker's got some speed. Let's see 2 plays now. He just kind of pops out of the screen and see him beeline for Daniel Jones.
With no gain, Dolphins scrambling with a sack. That's number 5. Wardell Robinson sits to the slot right. On 2nd and 10, it's Gray. Giants facing a 3rd down and 6.
There's Gray going in the pile, and that ball did come out before his elbow or knee was down.
Ezeudu with the recovery.
Joshua Ezeudu, very timely recovery. Would have been disastrous for this Giants team.
3rd down and 6. Giants lead the 38-yard line.
That's a bad ball.
Pass was short. Here's looking for Robinson.
Frustrating there for Giants fans to see that. 4th and 6 coming up for New York. Little play action. Ryan Tannehill zips it in. DeAndre Hopkins having one of his better games in his first season in Tennessee. That's an 11-yard catch. 5 grabs for 81 yards for D-Hop. And the Panthers jump off sides on 4th and 1. You know, the Lions have put so much film down of them going for it on 4th down that I think it keys up an opposing defense thinking, okay, here comes Dan Campbell, the guys doing what they usually do, and the hard count jumped off sides the Carolina defensive line, which keeps this Lions drive alive. We were going to pick
step away for a moment, check on the injury. Well, folks, a lot of college and NFL action to unpack.
Meanwhile, in Atlanta, Desmond Ridder with a handoff to Bijan Robinson, and in the bottom of that pile, the ball came loose. The rookie running back lost that one, and Texans signal it's theirs. The officials uncover the pile and confirm the Texans recover the fumble. So, Atlanta had something going. Bijan, a lot of bodies in there. Looked like a helmet may have gotten on the football. The rookie turns it over, and Atlanta loses an opportunity to retake the lead. Here comes C.J. Stroud now on a first down in Atlanta territory.
Great field position. To LA, Krista Thompson.
Thank you, Brandon. The Dolphins were up 17-10 on the Giants. Third play at the second half. Tua finds Tyreek one-on-one, and you know what happens next. A 69-yard touchdown, Dolphins.
90-plus yards already. There's the running back. Goff, pressure coming, and there is a sack, and there's Pierce again. Now they're trying to establish that run game, but not much there that time. Brady cheering.
They're in the pocket. It makes good
field goal range for Tennessee.
Tannehill on second down and brought back to Hopkins.
Hopkins going to duck his way inside the 15. So DeAndre Hopkins' first 100-yard game with his new team. Picks up 14 here. What did Tannehill tell us? He just has an intuition of how to get open in for big 3rd and 4. Stroud, incomplete. And no flags. He threw it behind Schultz just a hair, and the field goal unit is on.
On something they've been
outside the numbers, but he has been able to feast inside over the middle, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tannehill looks at him 8 or 9 more times in this game.
Tannehill's pass here incomplete. He hit 6 in a row before that miss. Boris Buckner coming he's the offense. 28 and 43. This one for 42. And he got it. First time that Houston has had 4 field goals in a game since the 2020.
Pass interference. Offense. Number 85. 10-yard penalty. First down.
It's Okonkwo, the tight end.
That's his second one, isn't it? Yeah, makes contact past, 1 yard past the line of scrimmage before Derrick Henry touched the ball. So that was the correct call. But DeForest Buckner, that was an excellent rush. And I really felt, he didn't play only 20 snaps last week. And when he was on the field, it sure showed that the Colts big time missed his presence. Good to see him back out there making an impact.
Buckner dealing with back and a groin injury, just trying to keep him as fresh as they can. Tannehill is screen passed up and hit to Henry. He will pick up 83. Zaire Franklin, the NFL's leader in tackles entering week 5, is there for the Colts.
Now, one thing that, listen, we just mentioned that DeAndre Hopkins, passed that 70-yard mark for the first time. He's still looking for his first touchdown of the season. And so, if there's been any go-to guy in this area, you think Nick Westbrook Akine, who's been one of those. But the kind of day that Hopkins is having, I'd probably take my first look at number 10.
Tannehill, a couple of fakes to the end zone, nearly picked. Boy, Juju Brents on the coverage against Akine, just couldn't squeeze it.
That could have been just a monster play. And big credit for making the pass breakup and being in great position. Tannehill trying to fit that one in. Not a very well thrown ball, but Brents, that was a good play. Now he's just got to figure out how to make a great play and take the ball away.
Brents making his 3rd consecutive start The rookie second-round pick out of Kansas State, 3rd and 18. Tannehill just trying to get some of it back to Spears. Tackled by Sampson Evercom. As they pick up 7, and Mike Vrabel will send out Nick Ball.
Both offenses now, Tennessee really, I love the way they've been able to come out after halftime. Now, you had the offensive pass interference, and that certainly didn't help once you got inside, but this, to me, is on offense what the Titans should look like. They have been excellent this quarter.
Nick Folk continues his perfect day as he hits on a 34-yard chip shot. We got a 1-point game in Indy. You're watching Indy.
Let's go live back to Ford Field. It's an 18-point deficit for the Carolina Panthers, trying to get their first win of the year. And Bryce Young is inside his own 20 in the shotgun formation.
Earlier, it's more developed.
Thank you, Pam, and that is encouraging news. As Chenault carries, and he'll get a first down, but thank you, Pam, for staying on top of that. Chandler Zavala, you heard, said he's alerted to the hospital.
Just a second ago, Miami on 3rd and 4. Always a threat to go the distance, except for when they turn it over, and they do here. Second interception of the day thrown by Tua Tagovailoa. And it's Bobby Okereke that comes up with the pick off the linebacker, reading the route, and it floated just over the top of Jalen Waddle, who was coming across on a crossing pattern. Ball floats on him, and it's near instant red zone for Daniel Jones and the Giants. Exactly what they needed.
The times that Tua gets in trouble is when he's going to his 3rd, 4th read, trying to adjust in the pocket and doesn't throw it on time. That's when he gets in trouble.
So a huge opportunity for the Giants. For the Falcons, 23-yard line. Gray tried to bounce to the outside, but then he gets followed up and Ginkle and Chubb.
Not a lot of offense has been happening in the Ravens and Steelers game. We're watching everything for you, though, including a 1st and 10 where Lamar fakes the handoff, drops back, and gets dropped. Alex Highsmith on the sack. However, a flag came in late, and it was this penalty against Minka Fitzpatrick, a defensive holding penalty against the sack. Gives an automatic first down to Baltimore.
That's right. Whittles down to the Dolphins 16.
You know, the thing about this Dolphins defense is 9-6.
Jackson is dropped.
I assume if he goes with the run here, expect for him to go for it on 4th down.
4th down and 3, Breida, flag, and Ginkle made the tackle.
Looks like what would have been a first down, might come back for a holding.
Breida was close.
I have
And a 3rd and 12 live for the number 1 pick.
Bryce Young from the pocket. Flag, and he goes down, and Hutchinson. It's 4.5 sacks now.
Better luck next time.
Just fine. I will still fight. You do not stand a chance! I would like to say as a group you impress me, but my mother always told me never to lie. I still have time to kill you. Come out and play! Do not try my patience. Run if you can! My client wishes you to suffer. I care not, but your success amuses me. This is mine. Stand still, and I will hold the pain for you. Mindless kills. These are the weapons of tomorrow. As they say, without torture there is no science. be long as a flag. I will make sure they feel the loss of your strength. Get it over with! Stop resisting! Time. It is passing. No, I shall end this. You will not destroy this. You will not escape me. I did not expect you to leave so. But you are not free yet. Children, escape or die! Go faster! Come on, team! Making you angry will only make this harder for you. I did not expect you to leave so. But you are not free yet. Escape or die! Go faster! Come on, team! Get it over with! Stop resisting! I did not expect you to leave so. But you are not free yet. Why did they pay me? A kitten.
Oh, sweet. I didn't notice that the shit went off.
It's yachts! What a complete waste of my time!
Turnover. No time on the clock. Sanders has the extra point.
By the way, on that touchdown, the Dolphins' season yardage total is 2,545 yards gained through 4 games and 3 quarters, with the fourth quarter still to play here today. That's the all-time NFL record. The Kurt Warner-led greatest show on turf St. Louis Rams back in 2000 had the previous record of most yards through 5 games. The Dolphins here have just and the Dolphins could end up with another 100 yards, who knows, here in the fourth quarter. Sensational stuff for the Dolphins in the 5th week of the season. When you talk about some great offenses in recent years and high yardage totals, this year's Dolphins outpaces them all through 5 games. On the other end of the offensive spectrum, the New England Patriots, Mac Jones, all day to throw, lost one, had a receiver. The receiver didn't put clean hands on it. Ball pops in the air, and he gets picked off. Pete Werner gets a look what I found interception, and the celebration in the end zone. It is just a terrible snowball on a sunny day in October in Foxborough. 24-0 in the final minute of the third quarter. It's getting late quickly for the Patriots today, and quite frankly, maybe the Patriots here in 2023. Just a montage of follies for the Patriots so far here today. I don't mean to pile on. It's just shocking to see that uniform and that venerable franchise be as down as they are here so far in 2023. Franchise on the uptick, the Detroit Lions with an 18-point lead, trying to get to 4-1.
Bryce Young barely got that ball out to Miles Sanders, and they're going to say it's incomplete. Bounced on the ground.
Such an advantage for the...
Oh, they've been waiting to yell like that from their lungs in Detroit for years, and it looks like they've got a bona fide team as the Lions are in good control of that game against the winless Carolina Panthers. We have a one-possession game in Atlanta, a one-possession game in Indianapolis, a one-possession game in Pittsburgh as the 6-game early window here in Week 5 reaches the witching hour, when wins become losses and losses become wins. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. You don't know where it's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen, but you know it's going to happen. Let's pick out this one-score game with the witch cackling here in the month of October. The Houston Texans looking for their third straight win, hold on to a 5-point lead in the final couple minutes of the third quarter in Atlanta.
Two Falcon drives ended with fumbles lost. Now they're facing a 3rd and 6 near midfield. Clean pocket for Renner. Some work to do after the catch, but Drake London with a spin move to pick up the first down for Atlanta.
Omega, what's up, Omega? How you?
And a 3rd down and 21 for Lamar Jackson. They'll go conservative. So quarterback draw here. Just hold on to the football. But the Pittsburgh Steelers did its job. They will get a punt back from Baltimore in 40 seconds. Well, you got the Titans here down by 4. Fourth quarter action here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Colts trying to end a losing streak at home. Titans try to maintain their winning streak against their division opponent from Indy.
John Robinson, think about those last 3 drafts to get Kyle Pitts.
27 yards receiving. Now you got a guy like Hopkins, and look, that tells a story right there. Play action versus no play action. Run the ball, play action is what gives the Titans success.
Here it is again, Tannehill. Protected, fires, and the catch. Hopkins. With the confidence and the chemistry between those two building with every single week. As Hopkins with a 25-yarder.
This play is peak DeAndre Hopkins. This is when he was at his prime, in my eyes, the best wide receiver in football. This was every game, week in, week out. The body control, the elite way he adjusts for the football, and then hands of glue. I mean, he is... What a game for Hopkins.
Remember, he was nursing the ankle injury the first couple of weeks, but finally was close to 100%.